Well, good morning. Today is October 6th, 2015, and it is, in fact, a significant day for moi. Today is my birthday, but I never really celebrate mine too much. I always forget that it's my birthday, and people are always reminding me, and I just like... It's not because I'm one of those people that's just like, no birthdays, no, we don't celebrate birthday happens once and then you're born and that's it, you know, like, I don't care. I'm not Jehovah's Witness either, you know, so it's not like that. I don't know, don't see a big deal for it, but, you know, a lot of people do, so just honor that and eat the cake when it's given to me, and thanks for all the well-wishing, and of course I always like to make sure that I always like to say happy birthday to people, because I know that it means a lot to some people. So today we're going to talk about empathy. Empathy is when you feel for the position that another person is in. It's like the old saying, walk a mile in someone else's shoes. The whole concept of empathy and the whole feeling of empathy is truly that. Putting yourself into another person's feeling or mentality or situation mentally. You put yourself into their head, so to speak, and you see things from their perspectives. So when somebody cuts you off on your way to work, the best thing to do is to call upon your empathy and say, well, I don't know what's going on in this person's life. They cut me off, yeah. That may not be a cool thing for me, but who knows what they're dealing with. Maybe they got a wife in the back seat that's getting ready to deliver a baby. You just never know what it is. So that's why it's always important to consider empathy for the other person's position before you go off the rails and just start getting nuts. You see that often. You see that way too often, especially when driving, because for some reason when you're driving, you can't see somebody's face so much, so you just see the car and you're just like kind of pissed off at the car rather than like the person driving it. But you're always pissed off before you even get a chance to see the person. You're just pissed off because the car cut you off or whatever, or the car's driving slow, or they're riding your ass or whatever it is. It's just about that. So have the empathy of where a person could be coming from, because you just never know. I mean, that's what road rage is all about. It's just people just not taking the time to consider somebody else's position and just say, "Oh, you fucked me up, man. You just cut me off, man. I don't know what." You know, like, just get over it. Get over it. First of all, get over it quickly, and then second of all, think about what the person could be. You know, I like to think about, well, not like I like to, but I usually think to myself, if somebody really does something like that really irritates me, I always instantly I just think that, you know, there's probably something really major going on in that person's life, or what have you. This way I can diffuse my own like road rage or whatever quite quickly, because then I can put myself empathetically into that person's position and say, oh, you know what, that's probably what it is. I mean, they have a reason to just cut me off, because you ride around the street, and how often do people just cut you off? I mean, depending on where you live, like if you live in Jersey or you live in New York, maybe people cut you off daily. But, you know, for the normal driver, I mean, people don't just, they're not looking out to just, oh, I can cut this guy off. Yeah, let me go. You know, like, it's not like that. So you just got to think that if somebody makes a mistake, have some empathy. Just allow that person to just be okay, you know, just, you know, you don't know what that person's going through. So just consider from that perspective, rather than just being always in your own shoe and being very closed-minded. Because that's really what it boils down to. It's just about entitlement and being closed-minded. It's like, oh yeah, like I don't care about anybody else, and if somebody crosses me, I'm gonna road rage their ass, I'm gonna ride their ass, or whatever it is. I mean, it's just funny that people just, they hold grudges. You know, to hold a grudge, actually takes energy. It actually uses a lot of your mental capacity to hold a grudge. That's horrible. If you look at a guy like me, I don't hold grudges. I never do. You know, it's over, it's done with. People make mistakes. I make mistakes. That's the empathy part. We all make mistakes. So there's no reason to get so fucking crazy about shit, okay? Yeah, maybe that moment just got really the better of you, whatever. But woosah, have empathy, think, you know, maybe that person's going through some really hard stuff in their lives, and you know, they're just frustrated or whatever. And you know, I'm not going through anything hard in my life. I'm not frustrated with anything, so I can just let it go. That's really what it boils down to. But I think that if you allow that to manifest in something more than just being a little upset about something, I think that maybe you have to look within yourself to see what it is that's really triggering that, because that's a huge thing too. You could have some deep-seated issues that you just haven't dealt with yourself, and they're manifesting in, oh my God, I hate this guy, he just cut me off. He was like 5 miles away, and then all of a sudden, you know, like, he cut me off somehow. You know, like, think about it that perspective. You know, maybe there's some issues that you're dealing with or you're not even aware of subconsciously. So try and figure that out as well. If something really truly bothers you when it really shouldn't, then there's probably something more to it. So consider that. That's where you got to ask yourself the hard questions sometimes, and don't sugarcoat anything, because it's your life that you're dealing with, not anybody else's. You know, it's not like you're passing a stranger. Oh yeah, nice hair. You know, like, no, it's all about you. So remember that. Take care of yourself and just relax, because nothing is really that bad. You're alive, right? You're watching this. It means you're here. So that's all you need to know. All right. So love and liberation to all, and we'll see you real soon.